I figured out a way to make passive income from my car, literally just from driving around. And it's not even the usual stuff like Uber or doing food delivery. You could be driving to work or just driving to the grocery store. You get paid just for driving. This is my Hivemapper dash cam, which takes photos of things, and for taking those photos, I get paid just from driving around. Hivemapper is a company that basically wants to create a decentralized Google Street View, or at least they want a decentralized way to capture images and mapping information of all of our surroundings. The problem with building a Google Street View is that those Google cars with the cameras all over them, well, they're not cheap. And because of that, it takes a long time to map every single street in a country. You can only have so many of those special cars driving around. Well, Hivemapper wants to build those same image maps, but instead of the fancy cars, they have you and me do the work for them. I mean, Google shouldn't be the only one having fun, right? With Hivemapper, you buy one of their dash cams. The one I have costs $279, or they have a newer, fancier one that costs $649 that captures photos and videos, but I haven't tried that one yet. And by the way, you can get 10% off of either dash cam with the link and code down in the description. So, you buy the dash cam, you install it in your car, you connect to their app, and then you just start driving around. You can actually check the map in their app to see which roads have been less traveled, because that's what makes life fun, right? Taking the roads less traveled. Passive income straight into philosophy. Love it. And now the real reason you're going to care about that is because you get paid more for driving on roads and photographing roads that are less photographed and less driven on. Now this device is a great fit for anybody who is driving quite a bit, but especially really great for people who do Uber or delivery or other things where they drive around, especially on roads that are less traveled. Doing things like that is going to have you going down all kinds of roads and back roads and weird roads, maximizing your earning potential with these dash cams. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how much they'll earn you. And remember, this is just one of the two really cool ways to make passive income with your car that I'll be covering in this video. So I've been running this here Hivemapper dash cam for about 2 weeks now, and I've earned $30. But it is important to note I don't drive as much as most people. I actually watched a bunch of YouTube videos of other people's earnings with Hivemapper, and I've seen people earn anywhere from $200 a month to as much as $400 a month at the extreme high end. Even at $50 to $100 a month in earnings for a $279 device, this is very profitable and I think a big no-brainer if you drive a decent amount. So how do they pay you? Well, they are a crypto company and they pay you in their crypto tokens, Honey. But don't worry about getting tokens you can't do anything with. These Honey tokens aren't that sticky. The tokens get paid to you directly into your wallet, so you can sell them immediately if you want. Though I would caution you here, because if it were me, I would keep some, if not all, in my wallet until the next crypto bull run finally rolls around. If these tokens went back to their old all-time high price, then you could have been making $3,000 a month from driving if you just hang on to them. Anyway, that's what I plan to do, but I do totally support you if you just want to sell some or all along the way to take some profits. Nothing wrong with taking profits. Okay, but what about the downsides? Well, the only real downside here is the hassle. This dash cam is not small. It takes up quite a bit of space on your windshield, and it doesn't work as like a standard dash cam for capturing accidents or whatever. Well, technically it can, but it's super limited and hard to use. And I think that was a pretty big mistake on their part. Again, I haven't used the fancier dash cams, so this might be not a problem, might be fixed on that one. But when it comes to the one I have, that specific feature is no bueno. So you have to have this big thing in your car all the time. You also occasionally have to open up the app on your phone so the dash cam can offload the images it took to your phone. Then when you're in your house on your Wi-Fi, you need to leave the app open again to upload those same photos to Hivemapper over the internet. It takes time and it is annoying, but this process is pretty hands-off. You just have to leave the app open on your phone and walk away. And again, it does pay well, so I think if you drive a lot, this is very worth it. And this is the Dimo Smart Hub Activity Tracker for your car. It just plugs into your car's diagnostic port under the dashboard, and then you get paid to drive. What they're doing is collecting data as you drive. They collect your vehicle health records, battery health, gas mileage info, private GPS tracking, and other data. And then they pay you for collecting this data. And if you're thinking, I don't want that info collected, well, the unfortunate thing here is that a lot of vehicle manufacturers already collect this data of yours, use it, and then sell it without you even knowing, and then they don't even pay you for it. So what's cool here is that Dimo gives you a way to take that same info that's already being used and to actually make some money from it. So how does this thing work? Well, you buy their device, it's $299. When it arrives, you just plug it into your car, connect it to the app, and then you just drive. It comes with an extension cable that I was able to use to zip tie this device up under my dash, and now I don't even notice that it's there. And by the way, there is a link and a code in the description to get 10% off when you buy. There's also a code down there that you can use when you receive this device and you first connect the device to the app. It'll have a spot to put in a code. And then if you use that code, it'll give you $50 for free. So between the code and the discount, that's $80 for free right away. And the great thing is you actually only have to drive just once a week to activate and to earn rewards through Dimo. And then as you drive, you level up in the app, and the higher up your level is, the more rewards you earn. All right, so how much can you earn with this thing then? Well, I have one of these in each of our cars. My wife's car is on level 3 and mine is on level 2. Yes, she is kicking my ass in this driving game. Well, on level 3, my wife's car has averaged about $50 per month in earnings so far. And then watching some YouTube videos of other people's experiences with Dimo, if you are on a high enough level, you can earn as much as $100 a month. And these rewards are paid out in the form of Dimo crypto tokens. Much like Hivemapper, this is a $300 device that makes $50 or more a month right now, and that is pretty awesome considering the market. But just like Hivemapper earnings, you might consider not selling all your Dimo each month unless you just want to get your money back ASAP, because this is another one that I think is a great idea and could do really well when the markets are good again. The $50 to $100 a month you earn now could be worth $185 to $370 or more per month in the future if their token does well in the next crypto bull run. Okay, so that's all the good stuff. What about the not so good stuff? Well, honestly, there aren't many downsides. I think the biggest downside for both of these is probably just the risk element. While both of these crypto companies have been around for several years now, they are still in a very volatile space, the crypto space, meaning they could fail and their tokens could go to zero, or they could keep doing well like they are right now, but because the market kind of sucks, their tokens could drop a bunch more in price even though the company itself is still alive and kicking. Crypto is volatile. So like always, I recommend you only risk money you can afford to lose, but I also say that these are pretty low risk in terms of capital. Again, both of these cost less than $300 each. So worst case, you're just out that money. There's no other investment here. If you sell half your tokens every month and keep half, you could pay for these completely over the next 6 months to 1 year, and then potentially profit a lot if the tokens go up in price. But let's talk opportunity. I think both Hivemapper and Dimo could have a lot of potential, especially going into another crypto bull run. I've actually made an entire video about why I think this specific crypto sector is going to be huge. Just look at the crypto helium as an example. When the mania of the bull market was in full swing 2 years ago and people found out they could buy a $500 helium miner that could then make a few $100s per month, well, the devices sold out everywhere and were selling for 3 to 5 times the price on eBay. Well, if that happens with these and you've been holding tokens, well, you might be very happy. But the second big opportunity here is simply that if you drive a lot, these are literally passive income once you set them up. All you do is drive and earn. This is even more powerful if you do Uber or Lyft or DoorDash or Amazon delivery or whatever. You could supercharge your earning potential all while adding zero extra work. Something to think about. You should also think about adding even more crypto passive income sources to your life. Watch this video where I break down how I made over $11,000 last month with crypto passive income. Goodbye.